video. So this week the booklet looks a little bit different, but we're trying to make it easier to read. That's why we have made it a bit different. We're thinking it is a little bit easier. If you go to school and get the printout, what you will get is a whole booklet that looks like this, that has your, it'll say instruction booklet, and it'll have, we've got Monday English and Monday Maths here. It'll have Monday English and Maths, Tuesday English and Maths, Wednesday English and Maths. So it'll have the whole week of English and Maths. You'll also get a printout of these 3 pages as one document. Actually, it'll probably be stapled and be 3 pieces of paper. What this is your timetable for what happens and what should happen and when. Okay, what we've done is put it all together so it makes a bit more sense together. If you get the printout, you're just going to have to flick between the pieces of paper, but we think it's a bit easier. You'll also get this booklet, week 3 English book, and a week 3 maths booklet as well. If you're doing online learning and completing your tasks online, you won't need, you pretty much won't need the English workbook or the math workbook, because the things that you will need, we will put up online for you. Okay, so if you get it printed out, you'll get this document, and an English and math workbook. So we think that's a little bit more simple than what we've been doing, but we'll see how it goes. Let us know if we could make it easier for you, because that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so Monday, week 3, term 2. This is a timetable for the whole school. Everyone is getting this one. It says the online and offline home learning. It's for this week. And what we're looking at is, what you've got here is what you should be doing before school to prepare for school. You've got from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, wake up, have breakfast. From 8 o'clock to 8:30, get changed, get ready for learning. From 8:30 to 9 o'clock, get your stuff organised for learning. Okay, we're doing that to help you get into a routine, because we're going to start going back to school. From Wednesday, stage 2 will be going back for 1 day a week. So on Wednesday, we will see you for 1 day a week. If you're in year 2 in Miss Colley's class, you'll be back on Tuesday for 1 day a week. Okay, so we're trying to get you settled back into that. Every day, remember to log into Class Dojo at 9 a.m. And for my class, you get 2 dojo points if you log in before 10 a.m. 2 dojo points. It's pretty easy. Just got to log in, answer those questions. Okay, let your teacher know you're at home, ready to learn, and access the links to receive information. Teachers will be on Class Dojo between 9 and 3 to respond to you, unless we let you know that that's different, because sometimes we have meetings and RFF and things like that, so we'll let you know if that changes, but we should be online between 9 and 3. Okay, from 9 till 11 a.m, stage 2, year 3 and year 4, we have a 9:15 Zoom. Don't really need to know about kindergarten and year 5 and year 6 unless you have brothers and sisters and only one device in your family. But from 9:15, we have a Zoom meeting for 3 Oops. And these on here, the ABC TV education broadcast schedule. ABC TV have been putting on things like BTN and other things, very educational shows, science shows. There's some geography shows. There's a whole lot of different shows on there that will teach you lots about our country and other countries. So make sure that you access that. That is part of your learning, to access that. You will learn from that. They're educational TV shows. Okay, Monday English. If you are learning online, you do not need to look at this side where it says learning offline. Learning online, learning offline. If you're online, click on this one. If you're offline, you need to read through this. They are similar activities. It's just this one has a lot of research and links that you can click on online. These ones require the booklets to be able to answer those questions. Okay? All right, so Learning online, 9:15 in the morning, we have a Zoom. Then you're going to research using the website. So if I click on these links, it brings up a website here for more information. So research, use these websites to learn a little about a famous celebration, then see if you can use Google to find out more about these special events. So I'm just going to fix something I saw there. Okay, so you're creating a poster to advertise your celebration, to teach others all about it. Remember, it's a poster. It's meant to catch people's eyes. You don't want someone just walking past your poster because they can't see colour or they can't see pictures. Something needs to jump out at them and say, look at me. Okay, so think about your poster, especially if you're doing something like Holi. Holi is all about colour and things that draw your eye to a page. I mean, for the poster, it should be about things that draw your eye to a page. Okay, there's lots of colour involved with Holi, so I would not make my Holi poster a black and white poster. Okay, think about colour, think about textures, think that you could use, think about pictures that you could draw, think about words. If you put too many words on the page, people aren't going to want to stand there and read through a poster. So think about what needs to go on the page, what doesn't need to go on the page. Okay, so that's to advertise your holiday over here, or celebration. Drop everything and read for 10 minutes. That means do not touch anything else except the book that you are going to read. Do that for 10 minutes. Then sentence of the day. Write a sentence about the book that you read for drop everything and read time. So dear reading. Write a sentence about that. Make the nouns, the people, the places and the things, make them red. Whether you highlight it in red, whether you circle it in red, or whether you write it in red, make them red. Make the verbs, the doing words, hopping, skipping, jumping, all of those words, make them green. And the adjectives, the describing words, pink, green, purple, big, tiny, all of those words, make them purple. You've been learning more interesting adjectives over the last couple of weeks. We don't want to see the boring, it was a big green car. We want to see, it was a humongous, spectacular comet going through the sky. Okay, think of all the different words that you could say that are more interesting than your plain simple words. And then go over any punctuation in blue. Capital letters, full stops, commas, question marks, exclamation marks. Okay, that's what you need to do for that sentence. Then post your sentence on Google Classroom or in your Class Dojo portfolio. Also, don't forget to practice Typing Club or Read Theory. Typing Club for my class, I will post the link back up because I know it's been lost under all of our work on Google Classroom. And you've got Read Theory here, but you can click on those to access them. My class, I will post our link. We have a special link to get in. I'll post our link on Class Dojo and Google Classroom. Okay, that's your English work. If you're learning offline, you're doing the same sort of things, but you're doing it in the booklet with a lot of these things that are in here, okay? It'll make more sense if you are learning offline. That book will explain it all to you. All right. So for Wednesday, it says what we should be doing in the morning is our English learning. And I just went through that English learning. At 10 a.m., we want you to have a fruit break. Then you can continue after your fruit break. During your fruit break, I will post a video of some reading, or you can go and watch ABC Online. Look for a book read on YouTube. I know I have a few links, and I know Miss Collie has a few links, so we might post them up for a few days. But have your fruit break and relax. 10:45 is when you should... Oh dear, I need a drink of water. And 10:45 is when you should be doing your dear reading time. We think you could move that up a little bit sooner because I think you'll finish your other work in time. And then you can do your sentence for your dear reading. Okay, 11:30, break. Recess time. Make sure you stop and you eat. Well, it says lunch, but we mean recess. Make sure you stop and eat. Keep active. Get up. Dance. Do whatever you need to get your blood flowing through your body. Ready for maths during the middle session. Okay. So now you need to look at your math learning pack, which is here. And I'll explain that in a second. And then think, did I post my learning today for the teacher to see? If your answer is no, then upload your learning to Class Dojo. If your answer is yes, then pack up, charge your device, ready for your learning tomorrow. Notice it says to pack up at 1 o'clock. Pack up at 1 o'clock. Then there's some activities down here which I'll explain later that you can do. English learning, math learning, pack away, ready for an afternoon of free choice. I'll get to that. All right. Monday maths number skills. If you are learning offline, what you need to do is use the rules of the number plate instructions below. R378FRE. Make sure you're in a safe space where you can see the number plates but you're not at risk, and use your workbook to record the number plates. So you need to be looking at number plates out your window. Then what you're going to do is write the number plate down. Here it says R378FRE. Add the digits as quickly as possible. 3 plus 7 plus 8. 3 plus 7 plus 8 equals. Automatically I go, that's a friend of 10. 3 plus 7 is 10. And then plus 8 is 18. So you're doing that as quickly as possible. And you have your math booklet over here that you can record that stuff in. There are number plates on here. And you could also look at some number plates out the window and add them on there as well. Okie dokie. Learning online. We want you to use your doubles knowledge to build a bridge with the least number of boards. I'm going to show you this game very quickly. Okie dokie, when it loads. Click the arrow over here. It says build bridges with the fewest number of blocks. Trade the blocks with the same value for a larger block. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Keep the cost down and get the cars to the other side. So down here I have a 5. I cannot do doubles with that yet, so let's put my 5 up here. Then I have a 2. I can't do doubles yet. I have a 4. I can't do doubles yet. I have another 2. Oh, okay. So 2 and 2. That equals 4, but it's already in my bridge, so I can't trade yet. Oh, 2 and 2. 4 and 4. Still can't do any doubles. Oh, actually, I could have done a double just there, and I forgot about it. Silly me. I'll show you now. Okay, so I've got a 10 here, but 2 5s up here. I'm going to trade my 2 5s for a 10. And see how it brought my cost down here? I don't want to get my cost too much because then I won't be able to finish the bridges. I could have before done 2 and 2 and 4, but it won't let you do that once it's in the bridge. So I cannot do a double yet. So I put my 5 up here. Oh, I've got a 6 and I have 3 2s. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. So I'm going to highlight them and then I'm going to trade them for my 6. And it brings it right down again. Okay. We're kind of getting the hang of that. 5 and 5. If I had a 10 down here, I could trade it. 4, if I had 2 2s left over, I could trade it, but I don't have that at the moment. All right, let's do this. 5 and 5, well, nothing equals 5 yet, so let's put the 5 up here. 4, nothing equals 4 yet. 10, oh, 10 and 10. 5 and 5 equals 10. I can trade it for a 10. Still got no doubles yet. Oh dear. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish these bridges. I need an 8. Then I can get rid of some of my 4s. Oh, I can get rid of my 5s here. I think you're getting the point of this. So that is the build the bridge game. Then you've got jigsaw subtraction. So if we click on that one, we're going to find the missing numbers and uncover the hidden picture. All right, 100 take away something equals 82. Immediately, I know it's not going to be 5. 100 take away 5 is not 82. 100 take away 5 is 95. I also know that if I take away a big number, like 80 or 75, that's only going to leave me with 25, 35, somewhere around there, not 82. Okay, that's without me even doing my maths. All right, so I know it's not going to be either one of these big numbers. 82. Maybe I could say 82 plus something equals 100. If I try to bridge it to 10 and I go 82, 82 plus something equals 90. What's my friend of 10 with my 2? I know it's an 8. And I want it to equal a 10 because there's a 0 at the end here. So I know it needs to end in an 8. So I could get rid of all of these ones. It has to be 18 or 48. 82. If I want to make it 90, I add 8. And then I need to add another 10, don't I, to make it 100. 82 plus 18 equals 100. That must mean that 100 take away 18 equals 82. Let's see. Over here we have our 18. What we need to do is we drag our picture up to the top. Let's test it. There we go. It works. Okay, I'm going to do a wrong answer here, and I'll show you what happens when you do a wrong answer. 100 take away something equals 23. Well, 100 take away 5 is 95. We know that. That's a simple one we can do in our head. So we know that's the wrong answer. Let's drag and drop and see. And we get a red sum there. So now it'll ask you a different one. I think you get the hang of that one as well. You've got Mathletics, and then there's a target number game over here. And we will show you the target number game during our Zoom this morning because that's one that you might need to ask a few questions. I think these ones are fairly simple. This one's a bit more tricky because you can add, subtract, times, or multiply and divide. Okay, so we will show you this morning. That was your English, that was your maths. Now this afternoon between 12:30 and 3 o'clock, you've got wellbeing activities. You can go on the wellbeing website and pick an activity from there, and we will post that up again. The other thing you've got is if you want to join the choir with me, I will let you know what day we will practice, but one of the days in the afternoon we'll do some choir practice. You've got percussion, and you've got it says laugh, but what that is the musical theatre group. Okay, so you've got those extracurricular activities, and we'll tell you what day they're going to be on. Otherwise, you've got QR codes down here that will take you straight to all of these things. We've got Get Active at Home. You'll have a little booklet printed out that you'll get on Wednesday when you come into school. That will go through all these Get Active things, but it's so you can record your physical activity. You could do that. Or you could, there's the 3 to 6 one. You've got Cosmic Kids, watching Channel 23, which is ABC Education, Just Dance, Read Some Jokes, Born to Move, Card Games, Kids Bop, and Fitness with Joe. We don't need you to do both of these. Obviously, that's K2 and 3 to 6. We need you to choose one or the other to do, okay? Or you've got the wellbeing side as well. From 12 to 3, they are optional wellbeing activities. We need you to complete maths. We need you to complete English. These ones are optional, but they are things to do. So there are things to do. You can also you can't click on these links, but you can use the QR codes to get into them, or you can just type them into Google and find them. I think Miss Collie and myself, we will post those links as well to make it a bit easier. So that is your Monday work. We will play this again during our morning Zoom. Again, we will explain the target number game. Make sure you're online on the Zoom at 9:15. Make sure you check in, and we will see you later today. Have a great day of learning, everyone.